If you watch YouTubers like Teaching Men's Fashion or Alpha M, then you most likely heard of this watch brand called
Vincero watch.
For the longest time, I've always wanted to get myself one of these watches just to see what the hype is all about. Well, today I finally decided to pull the trigger and I got myself a Vincero watch. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a detailed review and also giving my unbiased and honest opinion on this watch. So if you're thinking about getting a watch from them, then keep watching. Let's start off with an unboxing. The watch comes in this black rectangular box. Let's take a look inside. Oh wow, this is the 41mm Outrider watch. It retails for $195. I got this in a matte black and gray colorway. This is Vincero's take on the field watch style, and first impression, it really isn't a bad looking watch at all. Now time for some watch ASMR. I'm going to peel off the plastic from the front and back of the case. Moving on to the dimensions, case diameter is 41mm, thickness is 12.5mm, lug to lug is 48.5mm, strap width is 22mm, and it comes in weighing in at 83 grams. The watch features a 316L stainless steel case. This type of material has less carbon than your standard 316, which means it can handle high temperature and corrosion a lot better. You see this type of material used in marine applications, so you know this case is going to be durable. The watch also features a sapphire coated mineral glass, which makes it more scratch resistant than plain mineral glass. There's a brush finishing throughout the entire case and bezel as well. Since this is a matte colorway, you won't see any polishing anywhere. The brushing is done very well. The strokes are very even throughout the whole case and bezel. For the dial, this is a field inspired watch dial. The first thing I noticed is that the 3 and 9 o'clock hour markers are missing. Instead, there are two large subdials in its place. On the outside of the hour markers, you see the minutes printed on, or you can use it as a seconds indicator as well. On the seconds hand, you see a very distinctive red tip to match the red callouts on the left subdial, and in my opinion, this is a great look because it really gives this matte black watch a subtle pop of color. It's rated for 100 meters or 10 atmospheres, so it's great for a shower or washing dishes. You really don't have to worry about getting the case wet, but with the leather strap, you probably want to avoid getting the straps wet. The bezel is a unidirectional bezel, meaning it only turns counterclockwise. It has a total of 90 clicks. The bezel is very smooth and easy to rotate, even with my thick winter gloves on. Let's talk about the two subdials now. The dial on the left tracks how many minutes has passed, and the one on the right is the 24-hour subdial that helps keep track of AM and PM, which sounds pretty pointless, but if you're into cave hunting or a sea mariner, then a subdial will be very useful. On the side of the case, you would notice 3 pushers, and I'll walk you through how it works. The top pusher is basically your power button. You click it once, time will start ticking, and you click it again, it'll stop. For the middle pushers, this is your standard push-pull crown. It has the Vincero logo engraved on it. It's very simple. Pull it out once, adjust the time, and then push it back in once you're done. And the last pusher on the bottom where we set the seconds hand and the left subdial back to the 12 o'clock position. And as you just saw, it's instant. Other watches will slowly wind back to the 12 o'clock position, but for this watch, it instantly goes back to the 12 o'clock position. Moving on to the back of the case, we see a big leather V in the middle, and there's this marble aesthetic in the center. On the outer, it says Weni, Weedy, and Wiki. And yes, I had to Google on how to pronounce it correctly. This is Latin for I came, I saw, I conquered, which is a popular quote from the great Julius Caesar. And on the bottom, it says live your legacy. Now let's talk about the movement. According to the website, this is a Seiko mechanical quartz, which is a very accurate movement. It's about plus minus 2 seconds per day, which is really good. The biggest difference I noticed with this watch compared to other quartz watch movement is the sweep of the second hand. The sweep on the watch is more smooth, and what I mean by that is most quartz watches at this price point has a standard 1 beat per second or 3600 beats per hour. But this watch has 21,600 beats per hour, which means the second hand ticks 6 times per second, which is why the sweep looks more smooth. Overall, I think this is a very big plus, especially for watches at this price point, because not only does it look more aesthetically pleasing, but also higher beat watches are more accurate than lower beat watches. Moving on to the strap, according to the website, this is a single stitch Italian leather. On the underside, you see it labeled top grain leather, and on the other end, you see the Vincero logo. The strap is very soft, and compared to my other leather strap watches, this leather feels the best. Because of how soft the strap is, it makes it easy to bend and conform to the shape of your wrist, making this very comfortable to put on. I really like how the strap has a pointed edge. I think it looks so much better than your typical square edge. The strap also has quick release, which makes taking on and off straps so much easier. The buckle is brush finished with a matte black colorway with Vincero engraved on it. Now let's do a quick lume test on this. So this is how it looks after holding it up against a flashlight for 5 minutes. You see the minute, hour, and seconds hand in the main dial and sub dial lights up along with the hour markers. Also, the tip of the bezel lights up as well, which is a nice touch. Overall, it doesn't look bad at all. The lume is very even and smooth. This is how the lume looks after 90 seconds. It's faded a good amount, but the hour and minute hand is still going strong. So overall, I'm very impressed with this. Now let's move on to the fit. For reference, my wrist is 6 3/4 inches, which is on the thin side for guys. I would need to adjust the strap to the third to last hole to get my fit, but overall it fits great. The Italian leather strap is really comfortable and it easily conforms to the shape of my wrist. I think the 41mm watch face looks great on my wrist. It's not too big or too small. 41mm is definitely a versatile size for a wide range of wrist sizes. Taking a look at the side view, the case sits nicely along my wrist. It's not too straight and it's also not overly thick as well. Overall, I love the design of this watch and it fits great on my wrist and it's very comfortable. Now time for my final verdict. The Vincero Outrider is a stylish and comfortable watch with a very reliable movement. It's great for everyday wear and also very practical. And the best thing about this watch is that it's very affordable. So I definitely recommend you guys check out the website. They have tons of great designs, so I'm confident you'll find something that you'll like. So that's it for this week's video. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you guys out, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.